The highly anticipated gubernatorial and Senate races in Arizona still too close to call. 400,000 ballots are still left to be counted in Maricopa County, the state's most populous county. Democrats currently have a slight lead in both the Senate race between Democratic incumbent Senator Mark Kelly and his Republican challenger Blake Masters, and the gubernatorial race between Democratic candidate Katie Hobbs and her Republican challenger Kari Lake. Both races are still too close to call, according to our decision desk. Here with the very latest is Allie Bradley. She's been following this since the beginning. And Allie, I hope you're enjoying your time in Arizona, because I don't think you're leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Marni. We were expecting some results by the end of today. However, county officials here in Maricopa saying that we expect that now to be early next week. We're here in the lobby of the tabulation center in Maricopa County, where, of course, the nation is watching as people here are tabulating ballots, are working through all of these ballots. And Marni, you had mentioned there are 400,000 left in Maricopa County. There was actually a big ballot drop late last night. So now we're looking at about 350,000 still outstanding here in Maricopa County. But across the state, 518,000 ballots still have to be counted. So, yeah, we are still playing a massive waiting game here in Arizona, and that's in part because of the early ballot drop-offs that happened on Election Day. They were actually a record-breaking number of 290,000 of those ballots that came in. Those have to be signature verified, and that takes time, and that is what we're kind of waiting on. So as we go to those boards again and we look at where the Senate race stands, right now, incumbent Senator for the Democrats, of course, Mark Kelly, holding his lead over Republican challenger Blake Masters. We're looking at the margin is only split by about 115,000 votes. When we're looking at 518,000 outstanding ballots right now, again, it could be anybody's race right now. 51.75% to incumbent Mark Kelly right now, holding that lead. But then when we look at the gubernatorial race, things are even tighter. These two only separated by about 27,000 votes. Katie Hobbs holding her lead over challenger Kari Lake with about 50.66% to Kari Lake's 49.34%. But what's interesting here, Katie Hobbs made up some. She widened that gap between them a little bit overnight, because she was at 13,000 yesterday. Now we're looking at about 27,000 votes separating them. But the majority of these ballots that we've seen coming out over the last 24 hours really have been leaning towards a Democrat side. What we're going to see over the next couple of days are going to be day of votes that are going to be tabulated. So a lot of people in both camps are anticipating that it'll go their way, which it could be anybody's race again. So another thing that election officials in Maricopa County are breaking down for us this morning is that 70 vote centers were actually impacted with those printer issues. That's up from the 60 that was originally reported. And that left at least 17,000 ballots impacted because of those issues. And then we have some doubt that is spreading across social media. Why is Florida done? Why were they able to get done in a mere matter of hours? And Arizona, now 3 days later, still doesn't have any results. Well, I talked with a spokesperson for Maricopa County elections, and this is what she had to say when it comes to releasing those ballots and why we still have to wait.
We leave it to the media to make those decisions on when to call an election. But what we can say here is we're going to keep counting all of the ballots. It's likely we'll have the majority of ballots counted by this weekend, which should give a lot of results as well. But another thing that we have here in Arizona is if we question your signature, you have until Wednesday to get back to us to have your ballot counted.
So thousands of votes could be looked at until Wednesday with that signature verification stipulation that's in place here in Arizona. Now, the county recorder here, Stephen Richer, even admitting that some of the methods and practices that are in place here in Arizona need to be looked at again. And when you look at the candidates on the ballot, Kari Lake saying that one of the first things she'll do is basically reform elections here in Arizona, while Secretary of State Katie Hobbs maintaining that this is a fair and secure election and that they've been following all the laws and doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Now, Marni, another thing here, we're talking about all the ballots that are still out there. Pima County, which neighbors Maricopa County, the other really large county here, still has 114,000 ballots out. The county recorder there saying that they are following all the state laws, they're doing everything that they're supposed to be doing, and they don't expect any counts to come out of Pima County until at least Saturday. So that waiting game continues.
Yeah, not a quick process. All right, Allie, thank you. And thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.